Hello and welcome to day 7 of the 10-day Mindful Moments Challenge. Special welcome if you are new here. My name is Hannah Ray, and this is a 10-day challenge where we are focusing on just creating space, a few minutes each day to do a little bit of breath work and just 2 or 3 poses in order to focus on creating space in our lives to deepen our awareness, to get out of our minds and into the body more, and to learn how to tap into that deeper clarity and wisdom we can find when we create the space to be still and be more mindful and aware. So if you're ready, grab your mat and let's get to it. All right, let's begin today seated at the center of the mat, however is comfortable for you, where you can sit with a relaxed but present posture, so making sure your spine is tall. And today we're going to begin with some breath work that we haven't done yet, I don't believe, for this challenge, and this is our 3-part breathing. So you can place one hand on the chest, one on the low belly space, just below the belly button. This is our Dantian energy center. And as we inhale through the nose, focus on filling the air into the belly, then moving it up into the ribs, and then the chest. And then we're going to exhale, chest, ribs, belly. So creating a bit of this fluid wave-like motion with the breath through the body. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and begin finding that tall spine, then inhaling, belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling fully, chest, ribs, belly. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, belly, expanding through the ribs, into the chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Continuing for a bit longer at your own pace. Just noticing how this breath feels today. Noticing if there's any restrictions, if it feels difficult, or if it's something you're able to do with ease. Again, inhale, belly into the ribs, into the chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Take a couple more rounds. One more inhale. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Releasing the breath now. All right, great job. Now we're going to do our poses today. We're just going to do one twisting pose on each side today to keep it simple. So we're going to begin on, let's say, begin on our left side, just to keep us all together here. And then we're going to bend the bottom leg. So my left leg is bending. I'm reaching for it with my right hand. And then allow the shoulder to come grounded to the mat here. So we want both the shoulders touching the mat. And then once you're there, go ahead and begin scissoring the legs. So the right leg, top leg is coming forward. The bottom leg, you're moving further behind. And I'll turn to show this from the other angle as well. This is our cat pulling its tail pose. And I like to grab my leg sometimes, or my pant leg, just to help hold myself in place. Once you're in that position, take any micro adjustments you need. And then begin to settle into stillness here, bringing your awareness back to the breath. Inhaling, imagine drawing that breath into those areas of tension or stiffness, wherever you feel resistance. And with each exhale, allowing that resistance to melt out of the body. And as you're here, simply notice anything that becomes present for you, whether that's physical sensation, thoughts or worries, or any emotions that arise. And every time you notice the mind has wandered, see if you can release the awareness from wherever it has been and bring it back to the breath once more. Just beginning to create this space of deeper awareness. The space to take back control over our minds by choosing to deliberately shift our focus every time we find ourselves stuck on something that's not serving us, that's not moving us closer towards our goals or values. So as we're here, I'd encourage you to reflect on what is maybe a negative label that you have adopted for yourself. Maybe it's something that you've been told by others, or a message that you have put on yourself entirely. And maybe that's something like, I'm a failure, I'm a procrastinator, I'm worthless, I'm unlovable. And whatever it is, simply reflecting on different scenarios or situations that have given you that message. And once whatever has come to mind has come up, just notice that without judgment. Then I encourage you to begin asking yourself how you could change that narrative. What is another statement from that situation that is true but positive? So maybe if you failed at something or feel like a failure, maybe that new statement is, I learned through my failures. Or if you have felt rejected or unlovable, maybe that's choosing to shift your awareness to the statement of, those who choose to leave me are not people worth having in my life. Instead of rejected, focusing on how you feel chosen by those who have welcomed you into their lives. Whatever it is for you, just being aware of those negative labels, that negative self-talk, and essentially finding a new narrative, a new way to speak to yourself that does move you closer towards your goals or your values. Moves you closer to how you would like to feel about yourself. Go ahead and release that bottom foot now. And we're just gonna take it to the other side. I'm gonna spin so I can face it. So now we're going to bend the right leg, bringing that shoulder to the mat, and again begin to scissor the legs, moving them apart, just being sure those shoulders both stay grounded. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully and slowly. Just notice if this side feels any different than the other side. And settle into the stillness once more, bringing that awareness back to the breath now. Every time you notice the mind has wandered. Inhale deeply into the dantian. Exhale fully and slowly. If the mind has wandered, keep bringing your attention back to the breath. Just noticing whatever has come up for you without judgment. Enjoy this stillness for just a little bit longer. Take just a couple more breaths here, inhaling deeply. Exhale fully and slowly. One more time. Go ahead and release that bottom foot now. Just making your way onto your back. Maybe lifting the hips and rolling the spine down one vertebrae at a time. And just settling down for a very brief Shavasana. Just taking a few moments here to feel the effects of those poses on the body. And just once more notice whatever you're feeling right now, physically, emotionally. Taking inventory of yourself before moving on with your day. Scanning through the toes, the feet, ankles, lower legs, upper legs, hips and glutes, the torso, chest, the length of the spine, through the fingers, hands, forearms, upper arms, shoulders, neck, back of the head, the forehead, the cheeks, and the entire jaw. Take one more deep inhale, repeating to yourself whatever positive statement you're choosing to begin to rewrite. Begin to change that narrative in your mind. Repeat that to yourself mentally 3 more times. And when you're ready, feel free to stay in a Shavasana longer if you wish. If If you're ready, finish with me. Go ahead and turn onto your side and meet me seated for our final closing breath together. Take an inhale, reaching up toward the sky. Exhale, hands spread at heart center. Just taking a moment to thank yourself for showing up to deepen your awareness in this way today. Thank you so much for joining me for day 7 of our 10-day Mindful Moments Challenge. If you missed the earlier classes of this series, they are available on my channel page. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please help me out by hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing if you haven't already in order to help me expand my reach. I love hearing from you guys also, so please feel free to drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this challenge so far, or if there's any suggestions you have for improvement or types of classes you'd like to see in the future. Well, there you have it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow for day 8.